here in Kerala. So there is a chance to interrupt my internet connection. So from Fakti without the deaf community, what he's asking, what he's saying is, I'm very happy. I'm happy to see you here, but I'm sad to see what happening in Bangladesh. We all Hindu people are shocked to see the incidents that happened in Bangladesh. A lot of Hindu families set in fire, thrown in fire. So it started day before. It's almost 23 days now, and still the massacre is continuing. So many deaf individuals are died, so many deaf communities, also so many hearing individuals, so many human beings from Hindu religion are raped, killed, so many temples were destroyed, and a lot of things happening in Bangladesh. And you may aware of, some of you may heard some the incidents in newspaper, or some of you see the incidents in newspaper or TV channels. I think all of you are aware of this incidents happening in Bangladesh, and today we are discussing, and we are protesting against the massacre against the Hindu family, the Hindu community in Bangladesh. And I'm ready to say that we are not dealing. It's not a simple thing. We are taking it as a serious issue, and we are discussing in here in this platform. And I think there may be a chance that deaf community are missing out of this information. Maybe the hearing community get the full information from the newspapers or TV channels, but the deaf community is usually missing out the information because they are not reading newspapers or not having much information about these incidents. And usually we are thinking it's not a big issue. So that's why we are conducting this program here. And thank you, Ananda Devji, for organizing this program and inviting all of us in this program. And we are few deaf leaders from all over India are here, and by the hard work, the hard initiative of Anand Devji, we are in this platform to discuss the incidents in Bangladesh. So I'm welcoming all the participants who are gathered here. And importantly, welcome Anand ji, and over to you, Anand ji. Namaste, Hare Krishna. I'm thanking Mr. Vinay Chandran, who is the sign language interpreter here, and our guest, our chief guest, Shekharji, Dr. K2 Ramachandra Shekhar, along with our hearing interpreter, Mr. Vinay. I'm welcoming both of you. Can you introduce yourself?
Namaste, my name is Ramachandra Shekhar. I represent an organization by name Bharatiya Samskriti Trust. Our organization is dedicated towards the cause of Sanatana Dharma, and we are into different programs, not merely education, but also certain livelihood supportive programs. These programs help empower the Hindus and prevent the conversions which are taking place amongst the lower strata, economically weaker sections, and people who are underprivileged. I hold my PhD in Indian philosophy, and I am really grateful to the organizers for thinking me worthy to be a participant in this noble cause, wherein we want to create a kind of an awareness of what is happening to our Hindu brethren all around the world. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Sekharji. And I'm welcoming our co-host today, Bhakti Veda community, the representative of community. So seeing Ramachandra Sekharji, I'm very delighted. It's very important. I'm very interested to hear from him. Now, with respect, Anjevji, my pronouns. Before starting this session, we can start with a prayer. Hari Hari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Namaste. Thank you for the interpreter. I'm seeing Mr. Vinay in the first time here. Thank you, interpreter. I would like to introduce Mr. Gopalakrishnan from AIFD, All India Federation of Deaf. But unfortunately, one of the member of AIFD, the treasurer of AIFD, died yesterday. That's why Gopalakrishna is not able to attend this meeting. And now I'm introducing Mr. Rajesh Kelkar from Gujarat. And he's a very skilled man. Thank you him to attending here. And we are good friends too. I'm welcoming Mr. Rajesh Kelkar in this online platform. And Chandramodi Shastri. Thank you for inviting me here. This is very important time and very worrying time for us. Why? Because the incident happened in Bangladesh and this community is killing our brothers. What could we do? And here we are discussing what happened in Bangladesh and what we should do. And we are extending our solidarity to the Hindu community in Bangladesh. I hope Anand Jainji's organizing this meeting will support the Hindu communities in Bangladesh. So now we are introducing Mr. Chandramoli Shastri. If you want to continue something, you can. Or else we will let you know when you can speak. Hare Krishna. Shastri. Okay. Hare Krishna. My name is Chandra Mauli. This is my sign. I'm from Bangalore. I'm working with Ananda Dev Ji in Universal Sanatana Dharma, and I'm also working in ISKCON in philosophy, and in philosophy about the body and the soul, the importance of body and soul. I'm taking lessons in importance of body and soul. I'm thanking Ananda Dev Ji for this. So the next participants, are very famous, very talented, and you all know Mr. Murali, Mr. K. Murali. I'm welcoming Mr. K. Murali from. So this is my sign name, Murali. I'm introducing myself again. I'm a deaf leader. I'm running a foundation. It's also almost 20 years I'm working with the deaf community. I'm grateful to see this event happening in this platform, Zoom platform. I'm happy to see you all. I'm praying for you all. Thank you, Murali. I'm happy. I'm also happy to see you. Next, you are the next person. You're thinking who will be the next person to introduce. The person having too much ideas, too much innovative ideas. And who is the person? Mr. Rajesh Kelkar. Rajesh Kelkar. Hare Krishna. Rajesh Kelkar is here. So I'm the founder of MBM, Small Buddhist Sankistan. I'm running Buddhist and so, and I'm running a news channel, MBM, and I'm promoting deaf community in here platform. I'm thanking Andaji for this opportunity. We are witnessing too much change in deaf community here, but this platform is not for hurting anyone's sentiments, anyone's religious belief. For Muslims or Christians, we are not hurting their beliefs, but we are protecting, but we are trying to make some awareness on what happening in Bangladesh. Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce the very talented Radha. Radha is here. I am blessed to see Radha is here. Radha is also like our family member. He is helping all the deaf in South India. I'm welcoming Radha in this event. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for the introduction. My name is Radha. And I'm a retired employee. When I'm enjoying my retired life, I met Andaji Ji and spoke something in Hindu Sanatana Dharma and how to defeat everything. So yeah, I heard incidents happening in Bangladesh, and that's why we are gathering here to support Hindu communities in Bangladesh. Thank you, Radha. Thank you, Radha, for your introduction. And the next person, you know, the person is always appearing in YouTube channel, and he's hardly trying to empower the deaf community. And I'm welcoming Mr. Ankit, from Mumbai. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm thanking Anandji for this opportunity. And my name is Ankit. I'm from Maharashtra, and I'm having my own foundation, Pahal Foundation. The name of my foundation is Pahal Foundation. Thank you all for inviting me here. Thank you, Ankit, for the introduction. Now I'm introducing a person who is excellent in business. 2 years excellent in business. I'm welcoming Jaisal Shah, the businessman, the tough businessman. So Jaisal Shah is here. Hare Krishna, namaste all. So I'm from Pune. My name is Jaisal Shah. I'm born and brought up in Pune, and I'm doing my business. I'm business here for this 16 years. I have my own office. For the past several years, I have my own office and doing business. So from my childhood, I read many materials, many books in the Sanatana Dharma and Hindu community, and so now I'm confident enough about the Hindu community, and today we are discussing the issues in Bangladesh. And thank you for this opportunity, and this is a good platform, and we should discuss these issues. Thank you, Jason. The last but not the least, I'm introducing myself. Thank you all for joining here. May God bless you all. Namaste. And my name is Samir. So this is my sign. My name is Samir. I'm from Bangalore. Thank you very much for empowering us. And one thing, Krishna, Lord Krishna is leading us. Thank you, Anandji, for this wonderful event. We are meeting in too many platforms. Thank you, Anandji. Thank you all for your kind introduction. It was very good. Your introductions are very beautiful. The session of I know since his childhood, and we are closely related, and we are sharing thoughts about, and predominantly we are focusing on the descendants of Krishna. I'm happy to see Samir here. Now, I would like to welcome Dr. K.J. Ramachandra Shekhar for his speech. Namaste.
Can I?
Yes, sir.
Namaste, and thank you once again for this opportunity. Today we will be seeing some background information which is very, very important to understand what's actually going on in the Bangladesh today. Why is it important? It is important to remember the past incidents and to recognize why they took place so that such incidents in future can be avoided. When it comes to remembering the past, the best job was done by Israel. After the Second World War, we know Israel was a pretty young country, a very small country, which was born, where all the persecuted Jews came together from various parts of the world, and the concept of Israel as a nation took birth there. There are many firsts when it comes to Israel. One is it brought together the people from different parts of Europe and Asia, and their common identity was that they were Jews. So it was a nation for the Jews, by the Jews. The second first that Israel did was the problem they had in communication. Because there were Jews from Poland, there were Jews from France, there were Jews from, not many from Germany, obviously, because of the Nazi concentration camp. So they were from different parts of Europe, and they didn't have a common language to connect themselves. Hebrew was the language in which the Holy Book of Jews, the Torah, was written, but it was considered as a sacred language which was no longer used for day-to-day communication. Israel made it a point to bring back Hebrew from its divine language stature to the language in which the Jews would communicate to each other. Something which we in India have failed to do with Sanskrit, our mother language. Third most important point which Israel achieved was it set up certain Holocaust museums like Yad Vashem Museum in the Jerusalem. And it was one of a small country which was able to extract an apology from the Vatican for the war crimes. It was able to extract an apology from many of the Western countries for the atrocities committed to the Jews over a period of years. So this is what unity can achieve. And they kept reminding their Jewish brethren what had happened to them in the past by building these Holocaust museums. Now, Hindus have also been subjects for terror and genocide from thousands of years. Right from the first attack on India by the Muslim king Muhammad bin Qasim in the 8th century, the Islam has attacked India time and again in waves after waves, whether it was Gori, whether it was Ghazni, followed by the Mughals. We have suffered persecution from them. The Hindus were given choice either to convert or to die. Today, what we see in India is that India is, though a country which has maximum number of Hindus, but the numbers are alarmingly decreasing. There are many states, as much as 8 states in India, as per 2011 census. When we go to 2021 census, I think it is going to present even much more alarming picture. As of 2011 census, 8 states, Hindus are minorities. Not only that, they are minorities in those states, but they do not enjoy the minority privilege in those states. Now, let us transposit this situation to Bangladesh. When we say Bangladesh, obviously we know that it is a post 1971 creation. Before that, it was East Pakistan, post 47 partition. But even before that, the history of Hindu prosecution in Bengal, I have only put together some very important ones. There are many more, but the most important ones, like in 1926, we have the Calcutta riots. Then the most important riots were in 1946. This is famously called as the Naukhali riots. There were thousands of Hindus who were killed in these Naukhali riots. The next was the direct action day called by the Jinnah's Muslim League Party. There also many Hindus were massacred across Bengal. Now, till that time, the Bengal was not partitioned. In 1947, the Bengal was partitioned into West Bengal and the East Bengal, which became East Pakistan. So in 1950, again, there were riots and massacres. 1962, there was Rajshahi massacre. And 1971, the Bangladesh War of Liberation. Now, this can be called as a genuine case of genocide, a Hindu genocide where 3 million Hindus, of the almost 2.5 million, 2.5 million Hindus were slaughtered in Bangladesh. The Pakistani army targeted the Bengali Hindus. This led to intervention by India. Indian army had pitched in support, and the entire 90,000 plus standing Pakistani army had surrendered to India. But unfortunately, we did not take advantage of having 90,000 prisoner of wars. We just simply let them go. After the liberation of Bangladesh, a new country called Bangladesh was born from formerly being East Pakistan. Now it was called as Bangladesh. Mujibur Rahman was the first president of Bangladesh. He was a kind of person who could tolerate, and he understood the risks of the Islamic fundamentalism. So in 1971, as soon as Bangladesh was born, all the fundamentalist parties like Jamaat-e-Islami were banned in Bangladesh. But 4 years after, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was assassinated in 1975. So that fragile peace that the Hindus enjoyed for 4 years was shattered, and in 1979, the ban on Jamaat-e-Islami was lifted. And the rise of the Islamic fundamental parties in Bangladesh grew with an active support of Pakistan. Now, does Hindu life matter in Bangladesh? Clear answer, loud answer, no. Pakistan was East Pakistan, the Hindu population was 22%. When it was Bangladesh, in 1971, the population was 19%. 5 years back, that is 2014 census of Bangladesh, Hindus are only 8 to 9% of total Bangladesh, Pakistan. Now, this story is something that we will see in almost all Islamic nations, whether it is Pakistan or Afghanistan. Nowhere can any other religion continue to exist other than Islam. Because Islam is basically still a radical desert. It is no longer uh, 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 relevant in the modern society. Still, it exists in so many countries and it has its own influence. So let's come to 2021. What happened in 2021? What caused the riots? The president, Sheikh Hasina, who is the daughter of Mujibur Rahman, she has condemned the violence. She has given orders to the police. All these are on paper. On ground, hardly any safety and security for Hindus in Bangladesh. And the most difficult part for us to understand is that these happened during the Durga Puja celebrations. Now, as you are all aware, for Bengalis, Durga Puja is the most important festival. The Shakta cult still has its own deep influence in the eastern parts of India and Bengal. So the attacks were specifically planned and executed during the Durga Puja. Let's see how it started. Or before that, what's happening in Bangladesh is a clear case of genocide. Now, genocide is defined by the United Nations Convention as an act committed with an intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethical, radical, or religious group. So here clearly the Hindus are Hindus. So it's a genocide that's happening in Bangladesh. And it has been accepted and acknowledged by certain UN bodies like USCR. So what happened in 21? First attack happens on the 13th of October, followed by series of attacks in different parts of Bangladesh. I have just indicated some important locations. Not that they happened only here, but these are some important locations where these attacks happened more on the Hindu temples and the Durga Puja pandals. It all started with a rumor that a copy of Quran was placed in one of the Durga Puja mandaps. That is then considered as an act of blasphemy. And we all know that the blasphemy laws in the Muslim countries or Islamic countries are very, very harsh. A person who is charged with blasphemy is punishable by death. So the planting of Quran, a copy of Quran in the Durga Puja mandap was seen as an act of blasphemy, and that triggered the riots. But investigations revealed that the person who had planted the book there, I use the word planted because it's a systematically planned act, was a Muslim by name Iqbal Hussain. So the Quran is planted to trigger the riots. And once the riot starts in one place, it spreads like wildfire all over the country. Several temples, several puja mandaps are destroyed. The Hindus are not allowed to carry on with the Durga Puja. In many of the places, as usually in Bengal, the Durga Puja starts on the Sashti and ends on the Dashera. So on the Sashti, the Avahana is done. On Satami and Mahashtami, the Mahapuja is done, and Mahanavami also. And on Dashera, the sending off of mother happens. In many of these places, the Visarjan or sending off was done on the Ashtami itself, because they were so much afraid that they would not be able to protect the idol of the mother. It's such a sad thing. We invite a guest, we feel so insecure that we cannot protect our guest and we send them soon. So that kind of pain is what was experienced by our Hindus in Bangladesh. These are some of the numbers that comes out, but I'm very sure that the numbers are much more higher than this. Many incidents goes unreported. So as of now, 1,500 homes, 315 Hindus temples being vandalized. And most important thing that happens in these riots is the way the Hindu women are treated. They are the first targets. Soft targets, easy targets, and a target that will ensure that the men folk come around. So very, very painful thing that happens. Now, we should not see this as an isolated incident happening in Bangladesh. It's a global strategy. The media or the media giant houses, all located in the Europe and American countries, are hands in glove with this bigger agenda. Because we have been seeing that anything which is even slightly thought of to be against the Muslims is blown out of proportion, and a genuine case where a Hindu or cause of Hinduism suffers is suppressed. The same thing happened. Twitter banned two most important organizations functioning in Bangladesh. In India, usually there is a lot of discussion happening on why Shah Rukh Khan's son is unjustifiably held in police custody when he was arrested with drugs. So the media has all the time to discuss that. But apart from few media houses, everyone is just making passing reference to the Bangladesh incidents. So all these, we have to put these in the broader perspective, the bigger picture. Now, what is the bigger picture? This is the big and ugly picture. When Pakistan was created by the Muslim League, they had actually anticipated not that small portion, not small, at least they thought it is small, that they had got away. This was what they thought they would get as Pakistan. So this is the initial map which Jinnah wanted as Pakistan. But that didn't happen. But the dream of achieving this is something that's always been on the minds of our neighbors on either side of the borders. And this is supported by the large media houses because they see a strong India as a threat to
their global market. This they call as Mughalistan. So this project Mughalistan is actively being pursued by the DGFI, which is the intelligence wing of Bangladesh, and ISI, the intelligence wing of Pakistan. So now, if you recollect the map that I had shown, initial, many of the bordering states, right from the Bangladesh and the Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, which border, have high density Muslim population. Either it is a native conversion or it is a migration. So why should Rohingyas who are from Myanmar come and settle down in Jammu or in parts of Uttar Pradesh? This is the larger picture. So slowly the demographies have to be changed. The percentage of Hindu versus Muslim has to be altered so that this design of Mughalistan can be achieved better. Now, how do we stop that? On the political front, it is up to the rulers who have to do the job. But we are no rulers. But we are Hindus. Hindus who have been known to be resilient. India is one country which both the Christians as well as the Muslims have struggled to convert. The rest of Africa, the rest of Latin America has become either Christian or Muslim within a span of 250, 300 years. India, they have been trying for almost 1200, 1300 years. Still, they have not achieved their dream goal. Why? Because we Hindus are resilient. Our dharma has certain principles that can stand up whenever necessary. So it is now very, very important that we recognize the importance of Shastra, that is weapons or violence, along with Shastra, our thinking and learning. Both have to go hand in hand. We have to remember Lord Parashurama. When Mahavishnu incarnated as Lord Parashurama, he was a Brahmana by birth, but a Kshatriya by an action. We need the combination of these two qualities. We have to come together. Each and every Hindu has to develop both these qualities. That resilience, that willpower to not only withstand the attack, but to hit back. I don't mean physical violence, but intellectuals. We have to become intellectual Kshatriyas. I really am very, very thankful for the organizers for giving me this opportunity. I will close my small ramblings. I don't know whether I made sense, but I tried my best to put across my thoughts, my feelings across to you. And I will close this with a verse which is written by a good friend, Chagra Aniket. Dushtaya dandaha, sukrute cha mitrata, sadharma sapeksha samaja bhavana, vishve samasta arya janaika buddhuta, hindutva muktam, pratirodhi hinduta. What is Hindutva? What is Hinduism? Hinduism is that which resists, a force which is towards the wicked. But for the allies, we are friends. It is the foundation of the society. It's conscious of dharma and which can connect the global people alike. So this Hinduism that resists is what we need to bring in right now. Namaste. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Ketu.
Thank you, Dr. Ketu Ramachandra Shekhar. So, very sensible talk you had. I understood what happening in Bangladesh, and the Muslim community is suppressing our Hindu brothers and sisters. And we should stand with the Hindu community in Bangladesh. Either we have differences and we have diversity, but we should stand with the Hindu, our brothers and sisters in Bangladesh. And I should inform Kerala is a communist ruler, and they are to kill Hindu communities. Some Muslim, I heard a Muslim person natural one Hindu baby in Kerala, and he is trying to get some help. I heard the news, but he didn't get any help from the community. And the same thing also, we have a now jihad, that kind of jihad. We should stand united to resist this kind of actions happening here. The Muslim community, they are having their own beliefs there, and they are spreading lies, they are spreading rumors to kill it's all over the world. And what should we do? So in Bangladesh also, the same kind of things happen in Bangladesh that Jagadesh said just before. And the person who is spreading the in Jammu Kashmir also, is a lot of rights in Jammu Kashmir. Lot of pandits are banished there in Bangladesh. And as always, none of our matter. Or Hindus are saying, yes, it is none of our matter. But I'm saying, yes, this is our matter. We should stand united. We should protect our brothers and sisters. We should stand strong. We are witness to a lot of our brothers and sisters massacred, raped, died. So many years. And also we are witnessing our population is reducing. Gradually, we are now very small community Hindus. See, Muslim community is very big. In worldwide, compare the number of Muslims in worldwide. And we should be proud as a Hindu. We should be proud ourselves because we are Hindus. In Pakistan, in Bangladesh, and various countries in the world. And also, I would like to mention yesterday in the cricket match, Pakistan won the match, and many Indians residing in India, they are celebrating the victory of Pakistan. And their body is in India, and their heart and their soul is in Pakistan. I would like to say you the Bhagavad Gita. If someone brings Bhagavad Gita and you are focusing on Bhagavad Gita, it's up to you. And if you think something happened in India, if a Bhagavad Gita got fired in India, what should happen in India? And everyone says, let's peace. It will be solved. Right? You know Chanakya, or great scientists or great scholars, Chanakya. Chanakya's story is so many rights, so many violence here. And you know Shivaji, the warrior, King Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shivaji. What he did, we should respect him because he saved our life. from the Muslim rulers. In the time of Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shivaji, we are protected. We had a great number of Hindus here. We should thank Shivaji for protecting all from the Muslims. I'm not hurting anyone's sentiments, but I think we should teach the Muslim community about our culture. And we are thinking, yeah, we are safe now. Yeah, no issues. You all safe and I'm safe. But think in future, what should happen in the future? You see, many people died. I'm shocked. I'm shocked what happened in Bangladesh. As the person, the one person put the Quran in between the Durga Puja, and the whole thing happened because that one person. And always we think this is not my matter, and it's happened in Bangladesh. I'm here in India, no issue. I'm in Tamil Nadu, you're in Bangalore, you're in Mumbai, no issue. This is not none of my business. But this is our business. We should stand united. We should extend our solidarity. Why? We are Hindus. And we should stand united. We should show our unity in the diversity. Either we have diversity, but as a Hindu, we should stand united. I'm planning to extend my support to Hindu brothers and sisters in Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and you know what is happening in Afghanistan. You know, Afghanistan was a part of India, and there were too many Hindu families living in Afghanistan. Now see, how many Hindus are remaining in Pakistan? Only few we can count with our fingers. In West Bengal also, how many Hindus are remaining in West Bengal? And what's the number of Muslims in West Bengal? I would like to mention something. In France also, a lot of people are ready to support Hindu community. I saw, but here see, I saw from France they are accepting their support to the Hindu community, but here in India we are not doing anything. And this is a time we should aware ourselves, and we should stand united. And thank you for this opportunity. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'm very delighted to see Ramachandra Sekharji, your speech. Yeah, I'm really motivated. I felt I see the world within minutes. Thank you very much. Namaste. And Anand Jevji, you are my guru. My humble thanks to you. And we will stand united like a tree. And all the Hindus are always tolerant. They are tolerant. They are enough to accept the pain. So now I'm inviting Radha. Oh, sorry, I'm inviting Rajesh. So my name is Rajesh Kulkarni. So I'm running a production house, RH Films. I'm also a member of PhD. and also member of various deaf associations. I'm also president of a British Drama Association of in Maharashtra. I'm also engaging with the various associations in Maharashtra. Thank you. I'm thanking Anu Devji for inviting me for this event, and thank you, Samir. Thank you, Rajesh, and thank you all. So Rajesh Kelkar is here, or participants are here. They would like to show inform something about their thoughts, what happened in Bangladesh, and I think we should share, we should show our solidarity to our brothers and sisters in your platforms. So this means the meeting aims to make us aware and express our solidarity to our brothers and sisters in Bangladesh as a human and also our brothers and sisters. I'm also thanking Ramachandra Shekharji for speech. So this is the first time we are discussing about the issues in Bangladesh, and we are thinking how to discuss the issue. What should we do? All the points we are discussed here. So now I'm handing over to Anandevji for his words. Again, namaste. We are various deaf leaders here. They have their own opinions. They have their own views, and you can express your views here. But you are feeling, but limit your talks in 2 minutes. Hare Krishna. So Rajesh Kelkar is here from Gujarat. So also you can raise your hands if you have any doubt. You can ask with the Ramachandra Shekharji. There's no issue. You can ask your doubts. Please. You can raise your hands, and if you have any doubts, you can ask. Namaste. I'm Rajesh Kelkar. Thank you, Ramachandra Shekharji, for your wonderful speech. I think it's very beneficial for us. Thank you so much. Well, I would like to share my experience. I saw too many Muslims in my town. Christians are there. I'm seeing them from the childhood. And what they're saying, there is no benefit. Why you are visiting temples, why you are praying to Shiva, why you are praying, why you are offering prayers to Ram, they are not good. That what I heard in my childhood. After I met another Devji, so then I inspired by Hindutva, but I inspired by the Sanatana Dharma. Before that, I am also I also thought that what the Muslim said, Rama is not good, Vishnu is not good, Shiva is not good. When I met another Devji, I found myself that this is Sanatana Dharma and I should practice Sanatana Dharma. And I learned too many things with Anandevji. And having my own YouTube channel, and I'm spreading stories in my YouTube channel about Hindu culture. And what I'm thinking, I'm spreading awareness in my channel, and I wish a lot of Hindu individuals are watching my channel. They will get benefit out of it. And what I'm saying, there is a lot of Muslims and Christians there, and I think we should make them aware of what our culture is. Usually, I heard a lot of things about our culture, our food, our God, and in my childhood, my parents said, "You go to temple, you go to temple," but I ignored. I didn't go to temple. in my childhood. But this is the time. This is the time to stand with our brothers and sisters. This is the time to extend our solidarity to the Bangladesh, to the Afghanistan. I'm happy to have. I'm happy to be here. And the one issue, you may know CAA. Some people are protesting with CAA, some are supporting CAA. But this is not our matter, but it is a matter of thought. And Sami is here. Thank you, Ananda Dev Prabhu. You can handle the session. So what I'm trying to say, you are as a hearing person, for example, as a hearing person, he can get a lot of information from his childhood about Sanatana Dharma or about Hindutva or about or culture or concepts. But as a deaf person, you are not able to get the information. But what I'm thinking, we have basic informations. Explore the informations, not too much, but explore the information, the basics of maybe the basics of Krishna or basics of Shiva or basics of various cultures or but Hindu. Basic why some people saying no, don't worship the Shiva, don't worship Ganapati, Ganesha. Yeah, I heard this also. But what I am telling, if you like Shiva, you can go with Shiva. If you like Ganesh, you can go with Ganesh, no issue. But either we are practicing or worshipping any god or any goddess, we should stand united as a Hindu. Some people are saying, why Shiva is having a snake in his neck? Why Devi Durga is having like a weapon in his hand? Since my childhood, a lot of people ask me, why you are praying? Why you are praying? But I also thought, why I'm praying? And I started researching myself and I found that this is my culture, this is my soul. What happened if when I'm dying, what happened to my soul? I got everything from Bhagavad Gita, and now I'm started spreading message of Bhagavad Gita. And I won't say anyone you don't offer your prayers to Shiva. You are free to offer your prayers to Shiva. If you like Ganesh, you can offer prayers to Ganesh. If you like Krishna, you can offer your prayers to Krishna. But I like Krishna. That's why I'm following what Krishna said, or I'm following Krishna. I'm worshiping Krishna. And the one important thing, we are looking all around, where is our dharma, where is our culture, where is our celebration, where is our God? But understand, our culture is within us, inside us. We should find ourselves, where is our culture, what is another dharma? We are wandering here and there, where is another dharma? Who should teach us? But remember, another dharma is inside us. No one can separate us from Sanatana Dharma. And learn, you will be expert in Sanatana Dharma. Thank you, Rajesh Kelkar, for your question. So also I'm also mentioning, we said the basics of Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism. And you may say when the basics are important, or you may like Krishna, you should learn the basics of Krishna, the basic thoughts of Krishna. So Radha is there, Hare Krishna. I told Ramachandra Sekhar, I'm shocked. What happening in Bangladesh? Why our brothers and sisters are killed? Why the Quran is put there? So imagine the Christians have their Bible, Hindus have their own, our own books, the Muslims have their own book. Why they are fighting because of the Quran, the issue of Quran? I think we should teach our students the value of what we should teach, the value of our culture. Then in their future, they will. Yeah, that's what Radha said. We should stand united. We should teach our children since their childhood. And we should teach the positive force. Yeah, usually the parents are not allowed. The parents are not allowed them to learn the spiritual thing. But this is a time to change. We are human beings. We are not animals. We are human beings. We have eyes, we have nose, we have all the benefits of human being. And what we should teach is a matter of thought. Only you can teach what the God given to us. If someone resists you from teaching, please don't stop. Continue your work. Now there is a lot of initiatives. ISH News is there for the teaching in sign language. Bhaktideva deaf community is there with sign language. Earlier these are not there. Now the deaf community is growing. I saw Ramachandra Sekharji's speech. What he saw, I understood what happening in the past and what happened now. Thank you very much for the lesson. Definitely beneficial for us. Thank you, Ramachandra Sekharji. I would like to mention a few points that we have discussed. Basically, the issue of Bangladesh and UST Global is there. Siddhanta Knowledge Foundation is there. MBM is there. My own association is there. Yeah, we have lot of associations in deaf community, but what is lacking? Unity. Unity is lacking. And we say, yeah, unity is there. Unity is there. But where is the unity? Yeah, we have a good number of deaf population here. Yeah, we are talking. Yeah, unity. We are united. We are united. But the fact is, are we united? I won't say the answer, but think yourself. Yeah, we are saying we are united. We are united. I think this is only a word. You know, RSS. See the RSS. RSS is united. Anjivji, I would like to hear from you this topic, the unity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should be united. But this is not a simple thing. Yeah, in the future, we are trying to make everyone together. And we are not, the important thing to be united is stop blaming each other. When you stop blaming another Hindu, Sekharji, you want to say anything?
Yeah. I will just like to point out one small incident that has happened over the last year. An organization by name SMART, Samachar Manyata Research Association. Now, this is an association that brings together various Hindu media in one platform. There are some YouTube channels, online magazines. There are some who are working even in the mainstream print media. All these who have the Hindu consciousness, they have come together to form this association called SMART. Now, it has three advantages. One, the news becomes amplified. The issues which usually the Hindu media face is shared and an united response possible. Number three, when we come together, there is a scope for identifying certain issues. Some may have financial issues, some may have other technical issues, manpower issues, so many. When we are together, they speak to each other, try to, there is the borrowing. For example, one person who owns a studio lends his studio to the other media house. So there is a sharing of resources that happens here. Now, I am proposing from our organization to all the community leaders here, if you think that an association of that kind, wherein all of us can come together to form an unity front by when, and we can have certain common groundwork on which to work, and then amplify our issues more um, efficiently, then we are open and we'll be very thankful to all of you for coming together with us.
Namaste, with big namaste to Shekharji. So Murali is here. Murali, want to say anything? Yeah. Murali, want to add something? As Ramachandra Shekhar said, it's a very important thing, and we should be united. We should support each other. Yeah, you have your own foundation, your team. Definitely will discuss our ideas in future. We will discuss our ideas, how we can do, and how can we work like RSS. And yes, that what you said, the unity of media is very important, and we should spread our content. Definitely, we will support you, support your organization. But the one problem we are facing is a lot of conversions happening. We are not doing anything. We are standing. We are continuing a silence. What Shekhar, what you are thinking in this conversion? How can we stop this conversion? So Anandaji is adding in this. Yeah, that what you said, we should help our Hindu brothers and sisters, and they should be proud as a Hindu, as Murali said. Definitely, we will share our resources each other. We should spread the awareness together, and we should cherish our value together. Maybe the Bhagavad Gita or holy books or Purana or the stories. We should share each other, and is for our soul, for the soul of Hindus. I hope that what Murali said, that we can invite all the deaf persons in the platform, like MBM, Badu Sangastan in Gujarat is there, running by Rajesh Kelkar. We can also invite him in this united platform, and you can also, all of you can share your thoughts, like Sekharji said, in smart platform. Yeah, like we definitely we can contact Ramachandra Sekharji or Mr. Sign Language Interpreter Mr. Vinay for more information. Thank you very much, Dr. Ramachandra Shekhar, for his wonderful speech. Thank you, Samir, Murali, Rajesh Kelkar, Jaisar Shah, Rajesh Kulkarni, Radha, and Bhushan for your participation. And Mr. Gopala Krishna from AFB is missed out here because he has some other issues. I'm thanking you all, and I'm spreading this meeting. And this is a platform for learning for us. So myself, I'm proud. I'm a das of Krishna. I'm always, I think I'm always with Krishna. I love Krishna. I'm enjoying Krishna. Like you should proud as a Hindu. You are a Hindu, you should proud as a Hindu. Hare Krishna. Sekharji, you want to add anything?
Thank you. I just want to mention that we are developing some course material in Indian Sign Language. Vinayji is helping a lot. It's called as the Sanket program. And with all your cooperation, we can develop it into a much larger spectrum. This will be one step to stop conversion. We are also trying to economically empower. That is another step to prevent conversion. The third is slightly difficult because the existing network of the Christian missionary is large and wide and strong, but we have to take the baby steps. Maybe down the years, we will be able to reach to a particular distance. So this is where exactly, like Murliji said, coming together helps.
Thank you, Shekharji, for this initiative in sign language. Yeah, you may heard of Krishna from myself, and I'm starting the stories of Shiva soon. So we can chant our prayers. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namaste. So Samir want to add something? So I want to teach Shekharji something in sign language. Are you ready? Hare Krishna. Hare Shekharji, can you put your hand a little bit up? Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namaste. Hare Krishna. So now we can end the meeting.